much?
For me, my equity shares were worth about $90 million.
$90 billion?
Yeah.
Are you a billionaire?
Yes.
You're a billionaire?
Yes, I am.
Are you actually?
Yes.
That's incredible. What do you do differently? Like, what do you do differently from millionaires? That's what I want to know. There are over 360 female billionaires in the entire world. So I flew out to one of the richest cities in the world, Miami, to come find and ask women who built multi-billion-dollar and multi-million-dollar empires out here to figure out how they created their wealth and how you can do the exact same thing to become financially free in 2025. So stay tuned with us from start to finish because this video is going to be crazy. With that being said, let's get this video on the road. Miami at YOLO. We got a G-Wagon pulling to the valet right now. We gotta see if we can get some game from them out here, you guys. Come on. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, is this your G-Wagon?
Sorry.
Is this your G-Wagon?
Yes.
And what do you do for a living out here in Miami to be able to afford a G-Wagon?
I'm in the oil industry.
You're in the oil business?
Yes, oil business.
Are you a business owner?
I am.
How long have you been a business owner?
For like 16 years.
Over these 16 years, across your companies, what's the most amount of money you made a single year?
I don't know if you say that.
Give me a range revenue, not personal revenue.
Between $6 to $7 million.
$7 million.
Yes, $7 million.
So you're a millionaire.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I go all over the world interviewing the world's most successful people. Could I get one quick minute with you for our channel real quick?
Sure.
Ooh, that is dusty.
What is the best financial advice that you've ever received?
Well-behaved women rarely make history. Women who play by the rules, they won't really get anywhere. You gotta break the rules.
All right. Next.
What business has made you the most money?
I think manufacturing solar panels. Manufacturing solar panels, and I think pumping crude oil.
What's the biggest deal you've ever closed?
It was like a $28 million deal. Yeah, it was $28 million deal. $28 million deal, but I got commission. It wasn't my deal, but I did it in Puerto Rico. I did it in the airport, and the commission was hefty.
In the oil business?
In the oil business, and I was 21.
Are you a buyer or a seller?
I feel like I'm both, depending on what the market is. But I'm a seller. I sell.
Are you good at sales?
I can sell water to a fish. Well, I've been selling for years. I've been selling for years, and I was in corporate customer service for 10 years, so I know how to deal with people.
What's your secret to selling?
You're not asking the wrong questions. You're asking the wrong person. Yeah, keep asking. Go get along, sign up for whatever. Closed mouths don't get fed, and don't be afraid. Just go. If you don't go to the banks, if you don't try and find lenders, you're not gonna know what you need.
You're not gonna. So you weren't afraid to borrow money from?
No, I borrow money all the time.
Actually,
I do.
How do you leverage that debt into wealth, though?
But I spread it out, and I multiply it. A lot of the times you say, okay, this is where we're gonna spend it, but I budget it and I spread it out, and a lot of the times I pay it back before it even makes what it needs to make.
So if you lost everything tomorrow, could you make it all back?
Absolutely, I can make it in 10 phone calls.
So your network's important.
My network is hefty, big players.
Have you ever met a billionaire?
Dated billionaires.
You dated billionaires? What have you learned from all the billionaires that you've met, that you've interacted with, that you've networked with? What do billionaires do differently from everybody else?
I think that more than anything, they like to talk. They like quality time. They like listeners. And they can separate the doers from the non-doers. You're going to be a student for life and be open to that. It doesn't matter where you are. I'm constantly learning, and I'm going to learn until my last breath. So, billionaires.
All right. I don't know if I have anyone watching my first live in a long time. But yet, and still, I am making sure I was
pay a lot of taxes.
I mean, I have several trust accounts, so
what's the best way to not pay a lot of taxes? Because the wealthiest people I've met, they don't pay any taxes.
I would say knowing how to do business, knowing how to write off, and then of course actually securing your wealth. And I want to say making sure that you have that generational wealth by having trust accounts, by having certain portfolios, and following it properly, doing business properly, and knowing exactly how you can write off. You really have to have a really good financial advisor and have a really crazy financial team. Like, your team has to be hardcore. Invest in it. Invest in it, because the more you invest in the best financial advisors and the best tax attorneys, you're going to save a lot of money. Like, when you build a team in every single part of your business, when you build the right team, they make money for you. In your sleep, you can trust everybody. I think your team, invest in your team.
So we got her coming out of the G-Wagon, out the valet. She's in, of all businesses, the oil business. You guys, that puts anything in perspective. I want you guys to realize how much money is really out there in this world.
Hello, if I have anyone watching. If not,
whether it's tech, finance, real estate, oil, energy, you never know how people are making their money. Great interview out here in Miami. We got to keep this one rolling and go get another one, you guys. Come on, let's go. All right, you guys. So we just got to our destination at the Design District, and we got somebody who pulled up in a baby blue Bentley. I've never seen this car before, but we're gonna go up, try and get an interview with them, see if we can get some games with them, how they got in a Bentley in today's world, man. This is
all right. So what this is a surfactant.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. question for you. Is this your Bentley?
Yes, it is.
And what do you do for a living out here in Miami to be able to afford a Bentley?
I'm an entrepreneur and an investor.
How long have you been a business owner?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm no longer really a business owner. I sold it in 2023.
Sold a company?
I sold my company, yeah.
How much?
For me, my equity shares were worth about $90 million.
$90 million?
Yeah.
So how much is the total company sold for?
Well, the company was valued at the time a little over $300 million.
$300 million? And I go all over the world interviewing the most successful business owners. Could I get one quick minute with you for the channel?
Of course, you got it.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
How long have you been a business owner?
Well, I owned Solidcore for almost 10 years before I sold it.
What investment made you the most money?
Solidcore. But I mean, I put $175 grand into Solidcore, and it turned into $100 million in 10 years.
So, in other words, putting a key back into the business and
Yes.
investing in yourself is the best investment.
Oh my God, I would bet on myself every day and twice on Sunday. Like, there is no better bet than me because I know I'm going to win, and if I'm passionate about something, I'm going to give everything I got. Now, I'm a little bit more in wealth preservation mode, so the money that I made,
so
I want
that
to
right
continue
there
to
is
make
a
money. That's why I'm an investor. I'm an investor in startups. I have money in private equity and hedge funds and the stock market. I do loans. You know, I'm very diversified now, but I think for entrepreneurs, if you think you have the special sauce, you got to go all in on yourself.
I love that. Do you have a lot of people that hated on you or doubted you when you were building your business?
I mean, I'm a woman who's been very successful. Of course, I've had other people who has hated on me. It's just part of the process. So the way that I deal with that is I just try to empower as
Alright,
many
so
women
turn
as
this down real quick. So what I'm doing is I'm melting and merging my surfactant. And this has to be heated up. Ooh, it's making the camera foggy. This has to be heated up to a certain temperature in order for it to also merge.
Estás viendo a una señora que maneja todo, que cuida de todos antes que de ella misma. Corrección, estás viendo a una mujer que se toma un momento para ella con juegos con dinero real en Hard Rock Bet. Emociones reales para cuando quiera conectar con su lado más rebelde. Hard Rock Bet, donde juega tu lado rebelde.
So, this is the shower gel that I am making. I don't know if that's coming up good on camera.
Fast Motor Racing.
Let's do a purple. I like purple.
And this summer, Hard Rock Bet has the hottest betting odds in Florida. Big, juice, fee, whatever you call it, we're cutting it to just 10 cents. That's flat 10 cents.
One drop of purple
And over under pregame
and
bets.
one drop
Same bets,
of
even better
rose.
odds. All August
Let's
long.
see what we
From
get.
Florida's legal sportsbook, Hard Rock Bet. Get your bets in before the summer sale
Super
ends.
duper schmooper excited about this. All right, so gotta move this over. Even though the colors are pretty like that, let's move that over. Let's give this a stir
To make millions of dollars.
You
again.
just have to repair, you know? And the things that I was building a company that was making people's lives happier and healthier. So I was excited every single day. There was nothing that was going to get in the way of me building an empire across the country that I thought was improving people's lives. And normally, the people that have something to say about that are people who normally sit on the sidelines and aren't actually doing the work. So why would I care what they have to say anyway?
Exactly.
For the police,
Yeah,
not actually
yeah, exactly. And you know, the cheap seats are called cheap seats for a reason.
All right.
I
Let me
love that.
check the
That's
temp on
Are you a
this.
reader by any chance?
Yes.
How many books have you read?
Yes.
Over my lifetime? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can even do that math. A lot.
What was the number one book that changed your life?
Oh my gosh, the number one book that I read every few years is what I've already mentioned, and it's How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It is simple, it is effective, and it's one of the reasons we started using names at Solidcore. So if you've ever been to a Solidcore class, you hear your name over and over again. Why? Because your name is the most important word to you in any language. So I wanted to make sure that you felt seen, at home, respected, and it makes you want to come back into an environment that you feel that way.
What's the deepest life quote that you've ever read?
Easy
All right,
choices
so the
in
colors
life,
are kind of
hard choices
merging
easy.
by
Listen, I think
themselves, and
a
that
lot of
is
people
so
think I'm selling
chaos.
Solidcore, I'm gallivanting around and doing whatever. I am up pretty much every day by 5:36 a.m. I am at the gym 6 days a week. I play
Oh,
beach
that's
volleyball
pretty.
for 3 hours, 5 days a week. I cook my own food. You know, I'm as disciplined as they come because I want to be as healthy
That's
and as
cute.
active for as long as possible. And if I make decisions that aren't in support of that, I'm going to have a difficult time in my 50s, 60s, and
Okay,
70s.
so I want
choose
to
make
add my
hard decisions
thickener.
to continue to make sure my life stays as easy and comfortable as possible.
It reminds me of the saying that road to heaven often feels like hell, and the road to hell often feels like heaven.
Yeah, you know, and like make decisions today that make you proud of yourself today and make you proud of yourself tomorrow. So like if you're gonna go out drinking all day today, it might feel fun and good in the moment, but guess what happens the next day? You feel like shit, you have low energy. I just don't put myself in those situations.
So was it all worth it? Was the sacrifice to build a...
So that is a thickener.
Oh my, I didn't feel like I said
And today I'm using no
loved every part of it. I learned so much. My team was amazing.
No,
and I got to
blender.
build a company that helped people create the strongest version of themselves. Like, I would do it all again in a heartbeat.
Amazing advice.
Thanks. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Guys, this video has been incredible so far. We're headed right now to go get our next interview out here in Miami. But before we do that, I have a very quick, very important announcement to make. So a couple months ago, I launched and built what has become one of the greatest and biggest entrepreneur communities.
All right, let's move that to the side again.
Just announced that our community is the #1
Bring this over.
entrepreneurship. It's even crazier than that. You can join the community for free today. And the reason why we became the #1 community for business owners is because every single week I bring in the biggest business owners in the world, even billionaires, to directly mentor
I have
you.
to check the
members
temp
into
on
the community
this.
on live calls that I host every single week inside, where you can ask your questions directly to the people that I'm interviewing. So no matter what business, no matter what industry you're in, if you want to learn how to invest to make your money multiply, how to sell or negotiate like a millionaire or a billionaire, how to start and scale that business, how to get out of that 9 to 5, no matter what industry, like I said, you're in, no matter what point in your business, we've got millionaires in our members in the community, people that have built 7, 8-figure businesses, 6-figure
Make it to
businesses. So come join a
85.
network of like-minded entrepreneurs and come get mentored from the world's most successful people. To join for free today, go down to the link in the description of this video. I can't wait to see you on the inside of the school of mentors.
So I'm at 81
in the world. With that being said,
degrees Celsius.
guys, just got to a yacht marina out here in Fort Lauderdale, another super wealthy area in Miami. We're gonna be asking yacht owners what they did to get
All right,
yachts out
so
here.
back to this.
Sir, is this your yacht? No, I just drive the bus. Drive the bus. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. All right, so let's see what we can do, man. 0 for 1. All we can do is keep on going because every nose is a step closer to a yes.
All right, so as you can see,
Excuse me, sir.
the
Sir,
water
question for you.
has
Is this your
become
yacht?
thick,
Is this your yacht? I go
in
all over the world
viscosity,
interviewing the most successful people. I grew
which
to
is a
10
good
million
thing
followers. Do you think I could interview you?
in order for me to make a shower
What
gel,
did you do to be
right?
able to afford a yacht?
I'm actually in the beauty industry.
Oh, sugar dumpling. I forgot one
How long have you been in
main
this?
ingredient. How did I forget this?
43 years in my very first business.
Yeah, did I forget this?
Hair on, so I've always been 1099
All
and
right.
Over these 42 years across your company, what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
over 9 figures.
9
I
figures.
forgot to put
In
the
what year?
humectant
Can I
in
interview you real
there.
quick?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Come aboard.
How you doing, man? I appreciate you guys. Thank
All
you.
right.
You've never been on a yacht before. You gotta take your shoes off up here. Thank you so much for having us on.
No problem.
We appreciate
Thanks
that.
for coming
Thank you.
aboard.
Are you a billionaire?
Yes.
You're a billionaire.
Yes, I am.
Are you actually?
Yes.
That's incredible. What do you do differently from millionaires? That's what I want to know.
I'm addicted. I love being an entrepreneur. I'm actually a serial entrepreneur. I have 15 companies. So it just starts compounding and, you know, it's a game
Oh,
and
this
I'm
is
addicted.
pretty.
And some people say, oh, but like now you can afford leisure. Well, what's leisure? What is leisure to people? Leisure to me is really getting to do what I love, getting to share it with people I love, and obviously giving back. So that's my
Just
leisure.
building for you.
Yes, it is.
And have you ever been broke before?
I have many times. Our first company completely failed.
So basically
I lost
what I'm doing
everything
is I'm
and then
just
started
stirring
into
to
only one bottle because
make
we
sure
couldn't afford
everything's
anything else.
incorporated and
I was in
also
that business with its
to
attempt for
cause
10 years
the
with partner, and I bought my partner out. I'm the
water
only Latina
base
female
to
brand,
thicken
in the world
because of
my
the thickener
size.
that I
That's
put in there.
100% owned by the original owner, the founder.
How many Latina
And
billionaires?
if I have any soap makers who may watch me,
Probably not many. Not many, especially
I
self-made.
especially new ones, I just want you to understand that you don't need a lot of tools. You definitely need your ingredients though, but you don't need a whole lot of tools. You can do this with just a spatula and a whisk.
You carry it's a 10. She's like, oh, I can't believe you're asking me that. And I'm thinking to myself, why? I mean, you're a salon. She said, because we just sold our last bottle. And we're actually,
All right, so that is that.
And we aren't supposed to be carrying it's a 10. But I told my manager, we
And
have
now
do it.
I'm
And
going
we
to add
keep
in
it
my
on the shelves,
surfactant.
And I just love this stuff. And I said, oh, wow, I'm so glad to hear that. I actually created that company. And she said, can I hug you? I always said I was going to hug the person who ever created it.
Smooth this over for a second.
Give me a big hug. And you know, when you find that passion, organic passion behind a brand, and you become a worldwide brand built on that organic passion.
This is what I'm making. I already made the label for it.
What's your last message to the younger generation?
The name of it is Moonlight Pomegranate.
In 2025.
It's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have. And a lot of people say, oh yeah, I don't work harder, I work smarter. It's not about even working smarter. It's about being more strategic.
So,
Go
all
ahead,
shower gels have a
it's tough market out
surfactant.
there, but if you can
Let
bring
no one fool
innovation
you.
or something different
It
to
has to
so
bubble
zig when they zag
in
and
some way.
literally get creative
And that comes from a surfactant. Remember the stuff that I was warming up earlier?
And you really have to sometimes just enjoy the
So
moment.
let's
It's a great
add that
ride.
on in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate that. Guys, this video was incredible to make, but I need you guys to do me a favor to like and subscribe for amazing content I've got coming every single week, because I'm going all over the world to find and ask the most successful people their advice to you to become wealthy and financially free in today's world. And if you are not a member yet, you need to right now go join my private entrepreneur community. If you're free today, come try it out. Come get mentored directly from the millionaires and the billionaires that I interview. That's what we do inside the community. Every week I'm hosting live calls to bring the most successful business owners in to directly mentor you and answer every question that you have. So go join the community by going down to the link in the description of this video. I can't wait to see you on the inside of this School of Mentors, the #1 entrepreneur community in the world. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.
Got a pile of clothes you never wear anymore?
I'm scraping this bowl, baby, to get everything out.
Snap photo, list your item. Easy. Once it sells, the buyer covers shipping. And with zero seller fees, you keep every dollar you earn. Less clutter in your home, more money in your pocket.
So with this type of soap making, as far as this type of shower gel, it takes
today.
roughly 2 to 3 days. It merges kind of within the first 24 hours, but I've learned during my course of time that it can also take up to 72 hours. And I am very true to this. I do not play when it comes to your skin or mine. And before I give you garbage,
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
I'd rather not give you nothing at all.
have you ever been? Oh my God.
So what this will do
Yeah. Could I
is it will
totally rich. Yeah.
begin to break down
You for living out here in Miami.
into the water base that we created earlier,
Achieve passive in terms of revenue.
and
The year.
they will emerge. It will become thick, and then boom, you have your shower gel. So it's just a matter of time management. I mean, well, not really time management, but just waiting the course of time for it to break down and merge together.
How can somebody become a multimillionaire like yourself in today's world?
All right. So these two things are basically the base of this shower gel, but we need fragrance.
Miami, Florida, to go
And if you know anything about my company, I do believe in max loads when it comes to sensitivity. I'm more so based on performance
figure out how they got to where they were.
than I am fragrance.
Becoming financially free in today's world. So with that being said, let's head out to Miami and get this video on the way.
So I'm just helping it to break down just a little bit. But in all actuality, this is not going to really matter.
Touchdown in Miami, Florida, and we are at our first stop in the Design District, home to some of the most expensive luxury stores in the city. So we're gonna
All right, so now
how they created their wealth in the city. So we got one right here. So come on, let's see.
I am going to mix up.
Real quick. All right. Hey, as you guys can see, since we're in Miami in the Design District, like I said, this is home to.
I'm going to mix up my
Miami. So all we can do is kind of keep tracking until we find these yeses and get some real game, real business advice.
Fragrance
How
oils.
these people created their wealth out here. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Question for you, sir. Have you ever thanks? No thanks? No. Appreciate you, my friend. Excuse me, sir.
All right, I got soap up here. I ain't see it. So when you want true weight, you measure in grams. Ounces is mainly volume. So I want true weight. So I have to measure this in grams. Right. Lego, Lego, Lego.
You know, I grew to 7 million followers.
Lego.
Yeah, relax.
Lego.
What line of business are you in? Money laundering. Actually, though. Okay, one question. That's it. In 60 seconds, somebody wants to become financially free in today's world. Give them the blueprint. What does it take to be
Ooh.
successful like yourself?
All right. So, key things when it comes to mixing your fragrance oil. Could I just pour fragrance oil directly into it? Of course I could. But what can happen is that it can separate. So, to avoid separation because of fragrance, And to make sure that it blends properly, you have to use some type of polysorbate.
Flooding our nation. 50 weeks. We can't waste a single day in the battle to make America great again. In Congress, I'll fight alongside President Trump to secure our elections before
All right.
it's illegal and stop the communists from stealing America. I'm Keith Cruz.
We're gonna go. Okay. Now for our fragrance. Oh, that smells good. I can smell it from here. All right, so before we add that, let's go back to this. Let me get an accurate read as far as the temp goes. All right, so I'm at 32.2, meaning I am under 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So with any water-based product that you make, whether it be shower gels, whether it be creams, lotions, you need a preservative to keep mold and bacteria from growing inside of your product. You want to make sure that you keep not only yourself safe, but you want to keep your people safe. And if that don't matter to you, I don't think this is the business that you need to be in. All right, so what I'm adding right now, this adds slip. And then I'm going to add my preservative. So again, this is polysorbate 20. This is a fragrance oil. I just added a slip agent and now my preservative. And the reason why I add all these together is because it can be added around the cool down phase. Mine is past the cool down phase, which is 40 and below Celsius. It took me longer to prep than it did to make the shower gel. All right, so now we're going to just add this on in.
How long have you been best restaurant in the world? Haven't you heard of Poppy Steak? How long have you been in the restaurant business for? About 5 years. 5 years. Yeah. What's the biggest year you've had so far in terms of revenue? What's the most you made in a year? We made a lot during the COVID years. You know, Florida's been good to us. Yeah. And then thank God, business is booming. Give me a range. Going up and up and up and up. What's the biggest year you had in the restaurant?
All right.
2022. What'd you do in revenue?
So as you can see, it's already starting to thicken and to merge. So this would change texture and become more blended in a matter of a couple days. Tomorrow for sure around this time. So it's 11:09. 11:09 tomorrow. I can possibly pour it, but I'm probably going to wait an additional 2 days before I pour.
So how did you get the money to start this business? Did you have to borrow capital from banks or investors, or how did you get the money? It's always like that, you know, in business, you need friends, you need relationships.
So what I'm doing is I'm just giving it a good mix.
Have you ever been broke before?
Beforehand. Now the color seems to be faint just a little bit. But I want to be cautious about how much I use, only because I want it to be a light color And sometimes when you add your surfactant, it can be just a tad bit tricky because you will think that that is the final color when it's not. It will return back to the color that you originally had. So I'm gonna play it second.
Steakhouses in the entire country. We just held up traffic for, I don't know, at least 3 to 5 minutes. Never sleep on Miami, you guys. Great interview. Let's keep the video rolling, man. Shout out Miami. Let's go. Excuse me, sir. Sir, question for you. Have you ever been?
It's okay,
Can I interview you real quick? I don't know.
All right, so that is how I make my shower gel. Again, it will blend, it will merge, it will do all the things it needs to do on its own. I just have to give it time, space, opportunity to finish and continue the process. This has been an awesome live for me. I thank God for purpose. I thank God for allowing me to have the opportunity to even make one. And most importantly, I thank God for those who are coming. I am looking forward to new customers. I'm excited and welcome. Okay, so this won't be my last live, but this was definitely for me enjoyable. Now the back work, cleaning up all this stuff. But it's all to the good. All right, so later, lovelies, and have a wonderful day.